September 1939, the German forces defeated the Polish army in 2 weeks. Jews were ordered to register all family members and relocate to major cities. More than 10,000 Jews from the countryside arrived in Krakow, Delhi. Schindler's List is a 1993 American epic historical drama film, directed and produced by Steven Spielberg and written by Steven Zaillian. It is based on the 1982 novel Schindler's Ark by Thomas Keneally. The film follows Oskar Schindler, a German industrialist who saved more than 1,000 mostly Polish Jewish refugees from the Holocaust by employing them in his factories during World War II. The film has been considered a landmark in the history of Holocaust storytelling because it inspired survivors to tell more stories and the world to listen. In Krakow, during World War II, the Nazis forced local Polish Jews into the overcrowded Krakow ghetto. Oskar Schindler, played by Liam Neeson, larger than life, with the panache of an old-time movie star, a German Nazi Party member from Czechoslovakia, arrives in the city hoping to make his fortune. He bribes German armed forces and SS officials, acquiring a factory to produce enamelware. Schindler hires Itzhak Stern, played by Ben Kingsley, as reserve, a Jewish official with contacts among black marketeers and the Jewish business community. He handles administration and helps Schindler arrange financing. Stern ensures that as many Jewish workers as possible are deemed essential to the German war effort to prevent them from being taken by the SS to concentration camps or killed. Meanwhile, Schindler maintains friendly relations with the Nazis and enjoys his new wealth and status as an industrialist. MCA President Sid Sheinberg sent director Steven Spielberg a New York Times review of the book. Astounded by Schindler's story and said, "I was drawn to it because of the paradoxical nature of the character. What would drive a man like this to suddenly take everything he had earned and put it all in the service of saving these lives?" SS Second Lieutenant Amon Goeth, played by Ralph Fiennes, as a miserable human being, arrives in Krakow to oversee construction of the Plazow's concentration camp. When the camp is ready, he orders the ghetto liquidated. 2,000 Jews are transported to Plazow and 2,000 others are killed in the street by the SS. Schindler witnesses the massacre and is profoundly affected. He particularly notices a young girl in a red coat who hides from the Nazis and later sees her body on a wagon load of corpses. Schindler is careful to maintain his friendship with Goeth and continues to enjoy SS support, mostly through bribery. Goeth brutalizes his Jewish maid Helen Hirsch, played by Embeth Davids, and randomly shoots people from the balcony of his villa. The prisoners are in constant fear of their lives. As time passes, Schindler's focus shifts from making money to trying to save as many lives as possible. To better protect his workers, Schindler bribes Goeth into allowing him to build a sub-camp at his factory. Spielberg's use of cross-cutting is meticulous. A mass killing scene is interspersed with footage of an SS officer playing Bach on a piano. In another, Schindler celebrates his birthday while Goeth beats his maid and a wedding takes place inside a labor camp. Spielberg decided to use black and white to match the feel of a documentary footage of an era. Cinematographer Janusz Kaminski compared the effect to German Expressionism and Italian Neorealism. Kaminski said that he wanted to give the impression of timelessness to the film, so the audience would not have a sense of when it was made. To Spielberg, the black and white presentation of the film came to represent the Holocaust itself. The Holocaust was life without light. For me, the symbol of life is color. That's why a film about the Holocaust has to be in black and white. Prior to Schindler's List, accounts of the Holocaust from the film had been reserved for documentary, such as Ellen Resen's Night and Fog 1956 and Claude Lanzmann's monumental show 1985, which lasts 9 hours and was composed of interviews with survivors and perpetrators of the Nazi death camps. As the Germans begin losing the war, Goeth is ordered to ship the remaining Jews at Plazow to Auschwitz concentration camp. Schindler asks Goeth for permission to move his workers to a munitions factory he plans to build in Brunlitz near his hometown of Vitow. Goeth reluctantly agrees but charges a huge bribe. Schindler and Stern prepares a list of people to be transferred to Brunlitz instead of Auschwitz. The list eventually includes 1,100 names. John Williams, who frequently collaborates with Spielberg, composed the score for Schindler's List. Itzhak Perlman performs the theme on the violin. As the Jewish workers are transported by train to Brunlitz, the women and girls are mistakenly redirected to Auschwitz-Birkenau. Schindler bribes Rudolf Höss, the commandant of Auschwitz, for their release. At the new factory, Schindler forbids the SS guards from entering the production area without permission and encourages the Jews to observe the Sabbath. Over the next 7 months, he spends his fortune bribing Nazi officials and buying shell casings from other companies. Due to Schindler's machinations, the factory does not produce any usable armaments. He runs out of money in 1945, just as Germany surrenders. The film explores the theme of good and evil, using as its main protagonist a good German, a popular characterization in American cinema, while Goethe is portrayed as an almost completely dark and evil person. Schindler gradually evolves from Nazi supporter to rescuer and hero. As a Nazi party member and war profiteer, Schindler must flee the advancing Red Army to avoid capture. The SS guards at the factory have been ordered to kill the Jewish workforce, but Schindler pursues them not to do so. Bidding farewell to his workers, he prepares to head west, hoping to surrender to the Americans. The workers give him a signed statement attesting to his role in saving Jewish lives and present him with a ring engraved with a Talmudic quotation: "Whoever saves one life, saves the world entire." Schindler breaks down in tears, feeling he should have done more, and is comforted by the workers before he and his wife leave in their car. When the Schindler Juden awaken the next morning, a mounted Soviet officer announces that they have been liberated, but warns them not to go east because they hate you there. The Jews then walk into the countryside. Another theme of redemption is introduced as Schindler, a disreputable schemer on the edges of respectability, becomes a father figure responsible for saving the lives of more than 1,000 people. An epilogue reveals that Goethe was convicted of crimes against humanity and executed via hanging, while Schindler's marriage and business fell following the war. In the present, many of the surviving Schindler Juden and the actors portraying them visit Schindler's grave and place stones on its marker, a traditional Jewish sign of respect for the dead, after which Liam Neeson lays 2 roses. Enjoy the film. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and share this video. Do subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click the bell icon.